Hey, what's up guys? I try to keep you up to date on a lot more than just the reselling and tips and strategies. So eBay's earning call, a lot of companies had earnings calls and sales numbers, reports and things like that. eBay actually put one up that is really good for the company. If you miss that, if you don't watch things like BuzzFeed or CNBC or any kind of those Financial Times or Wall Street Journal, any of the companies that report a lot of the finances for big Fortune 500 companies and the big guys, you really should, honestly. You should keep track of those. I try to take a look at them at least once or twice a week, and then I can either produce a video if there's something going on for you guys, or at least I know what's going on. So anyways, eBay's earnings and sales reports were really, really good. We're now in quarter three. We're almost two-thirds of the way done with this this year. That's amazing, right? Or 3/4 of the way rather. And so eBay putting out earnings reports for obviously last, and it was really good. So I think it's better to just show you than to tell you. Let's go take a look, and what it means for us as sellers, because that's really good news as well. Let's thank the sponsor of our channel in today's video, List Perfectly, the best and fastest cross-listing tool for resellers. They'll help you get your inventory in front of 12 platforms in just minutes, including eBay, Etsy, Poshmark, Shopify, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, and many others. Thank List Perfectly for the time and effort they've put into bringing you this amazing tool. Save 30% on your first month or upgrading a month with List Perfectly using discount code ROCKSTARLP. I'll put it down in the description box. They do an amazing job. They have an amazing team, and we want to thank List Perfectly for being a sponsor of the Rockstarflipper YouTube channel. Okay, so here's the news story on eBay beating the earning call and why this is so important for us. So eBay's reported second quarter revenue that beat expectations and an upbeat profit outlook, evidence that a new focus on luxury items and collectibles is helping to offset the slowing sales and customer traffic. Shares rose about 5% in extended trading. Sales will be $2.2 billion to $2.37 billion in the period ending in September, the San Jose, California-based company said Wednesday in a statement. Analysts on average projected $2.3 billion. Earnings, excluding some items, will be 89 cents to 95 cents a share, in line with the average estimates of 91 cents. Chief Executive Officer, so CEO Jamie Iannone, has turned to higher priced products like watches and brand name sneakers to try to boost spending on the marketplace and lure more shoppers. In June, the company unveiled the 31,000 square foot eBay Vault, a temperature-controlled facility where collectors can store valuables and monitor their market value and sell them to other buyers. The move pits eBay against such sites as The RealReal, a member-only consignment shop for luxury goods. eBay sales decreased 9% to $2.42 billion in a period ending June 30th. The analysts on average estimated $2.37 billion. Earnings, excluding some items, were 99 cents per share, which beat the estimates of 90 cents. So they were above those estimates. Last week, Amazon reported second quarter revenues that topped estimates, although sales from its online store fell 4% from a year earlier. Now, you have to remember, these sales falling from a year earlier were because the pandemic was still in 2021, the beginning of 2021, March, April, May, people were still shopping a lot more online. Remember, the pandemic did not start until really right around, China announced everything in December, January. LA, California shut down in February, March of 2020. Florida didn't shut down until April of 2020. And we were at peak season through the entire 2020 year, 9 months of 2020. Into 2021. So at the beginning of 2021, things were still not under control completely as far as, a lot of people were concerned. And that's why sales were really high. Now, fast forward another year later, and that's why sales numbers have dropped. But based on what people expected them to do, they did better. That's what we're looking at. eBay shares rose to the high of $55.44 in extended trading, after closing at $50.48 in New York. The stock has fallen about 27% so far this year, in line with broader market drops. So that's right. The average large-scale company has lost 25% of its value since last year, but that's because last year everything shot up, just like we talked about. eBay ended the quarter with 138 million active buyers, which is down 12%. They were up around 150 million. And gross merchandise volume, which is GMV, which is the value of all goods sold on the site, fell 18% to 18.55 billion. They were up in the 22 to 23 billion range. But they're doing better than what was expected. So even though things are down, they're on the trend up. They are doing better and can maintain. But it looks like the reason they're doing better is because of sports cards, collectibles, memorabilia, and of course, sneakers. So if you're in those marketplaces, you're doing pretty well, I would expect. If you're not, it may be time for you to consider getting into some of those marketplaces. Just something to think about overall. So eBay beating earnings, helping out the seller outlook, and hopefully sales will pick up into fourth quarter and things are looking up from the slow season, which of course was May, June, and July. Generally back to school now in August, we will start to see a level off or an upward climb. And then by September, October, as we head into fourth quarter, things should get better. So some good news. Hopefully that turns into good sales. Let me know how your sales have been from June to July, July to August, and how you're doing so far. I'll look for those down in the comment section. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, I'll see you next time.